Rajdeep, we've often spoken of something which is a class war that is taking place in the national capital. Of late, the last 3 or 4 days especially, the BJP has made it very clear that, they feel that their narrative, their campaign has picked up, but they're trying to attach their political bandwagon in New Delhi to the middle class, where lies the maximum floating vote when it comes down to the Delhi. Do you see that the Aam Aadmi Party would be able to benefit with the counter-class polarization, or this time it's very difficult?
Look, it is difficult for both sides. Remember, one side is facing 10 years of anti-incumbency. That's not easy always to defeat. The other side needs to get a section of the vote from the Jhopdi clusters, which have been the traditional areas where the Aam Aadmi Party has dominated. And as Rahul Verma put it, remember, 55% vote for the BJP in the Lok Sabha. So there is a large section of the BJP voter who switches during Vidhan Sabha. That voter may well return. You see, the hope that the BJP will have is that the same voter who 6 months ago overwhelmingly voted for the BJP, at least half of that stays with them. So 55 becomes 46, 47. At that number, Aam Aadmi Party with the Congress picking up 7-8% is in trouble. So there is the Congress voter. How much of the Aam Aadmi Party's voter goes back to the Congress? There is talk in some Muslim areas also where there are strong individual Congress candidates like Kasturba Nagar, Abhishek Dutt, who can take a large chunk of the AAP vote. So there is that factor. Plus, there is the factor that the BJP, you're absolutely right, has worked on consolidating the middle class vote. The budget also was one element of that. But in general, the anger against Mr. Kejriwal's government has largely been in the middle class. Even issues like Sheesh Mahal, issues like water pollution, issues like air pollution, quality of roads resonate much more about middle class. The free power, free bus rides resonate more among lower income groups. You're right, there's a class war at one level, there's a gender war at a second level, and I think there is a general sense that the BJP has used every possible state machinery this time, including, according to the Aam Aadmi Party, the police, to try and ensure in close contests they get an advantage, particularly because they accuse the Election Commission of standing by when there are serious accusations of voter suppression or question marks over voter electoral roll. So all in all, I think the BJP is far better positioned this time compared to 2015 or 2020. No doubt about that. Whether it is good enough to win 35 to 40 seats, we don't know. But as the polls, some of them say, they are. So we'll have to wait and see. This could go down to the wire yet again.
You're actually saying this could be a hung house, Rajdeep?
No, look, there was a hung house, if you recall, in 2013, but that was when the Congress was a much stronger party. I'm not clear that there'll be a hung house. I think one side will be over 40. If, as I said, all the factors go in favor of the BJP in terms of the middle class vote consolidating behind it fully, a break in the AAP vote, yes, I think advantage definitely to the BJP. If the AAP can retain its gender and income base, then I still believe the AAP still has a bigger lead over the BJP when it comes to state elections.
We're going to talk, but let me bring in Rahul Verma. Rahul Verma, the numbers that we see right now projected in favor of the BJP, could it actually be possible that it's entirely the middle class that has propelled it? Because it seems to be a lot more than just that. Figures. 2020, and correct me if I'm wrong, 53% of the proverbial middle class in Delhi had voted for the Aam Aadmi Party. But in Delhi, the middle class is no monolith. There is the lower middle class, which actually still, lives in unauthorized colonies. They drink, they look at all the subsidies that Aam Aadmi Party has to offer. So, would you think there are many cogs within the wheel that are working right now?
Yes.
And it could go either way?
First, if I may request, let's not use the word class war, because war in a way goes in a very different direction. There is a divide in voting patterns among the two classes.
Caste consolidation.
Yeah, caste consolidation is fine, class divide is fine. But war, in fact, is basically the next level of things. And I hope in no part of this country that happens. The second, I think what seems to be happening is that Kejriwal has definitely lost his steam. I think if you think about like 2015 to 2020, you would hear very few negative voices against Kejriwal. I think between 20 to 25, that aura of Kejriwal has been now challenged. And so BJP cannot alone, as you rightly pointed out, win because of consolidation in its base of middle classes. They will have to wean away a section of women voters.
And Congress
a
would need
section,
to eat into that, yes.
To win, many things have to work in favor of BJP. You have to remember, Delhi is a tough state for BJP. And for them to be able to touch 40 seats, they need to sort of like bring many factors together. The reason why Delhi has been a tough thing for BJP and Congress ruled for 15 years and then you can think of 12 to 13 years of AP. And largely because both these parties had a very serious base among Delhi's religious minorities, Delhi's poor, and also women voters, right? And so unless these three things, even if there is chipping of votes from poor, from women, and maybe Congress and AMIM picking up some Muslim votes, only then I think it creates a chance for BJP.
Rahul, we're going to just go to the election intelligence dashboard. I'm going to bring you in, Rajdeep. I'm going to bring you in because, add to it, Rajdeep. Go ahead, add to it.
There are 25 seats, even more possibly, that the BJP has not won since 1998, right? So therefore, it is clear that the BJP is working from a much smaller base in Delhi than its rivals. These are primarily Muslim-dominated, Dalit-dominated. Today, I was hearing reports, for example, from Okhla, where the BJP has a chance because, remember, there's an AIMIM, Congress, and AAP candidate competing for the Muslim vote. There are such constituencies possibly where the BJP for the first time is hoping a division in the anti-BJP vote benefits it. So, you see, there are a couple of Dalit SC constituencies like that, couple of Muslim constituencies. More importantly, there are outer Delhi constituencies dominated at one time by the Congress, now by the AAP. So the BJP works in Delhi from a much smaller base. Out of 70 constituencies, there are about 50 constituencies where the BJP is a serious contender. They have to win 35 out of 50. So they have to effectively do a Maharashtra kind situation in Delhi. Not easy, but not impossible if there is a wave. The anti-incumbency against Kejriwal's government, how deep is it? I think that will decide this election, because this election, make no mistake, is about Kejriwal. Do you want him back as chief minister, or do you not want him?
You're right, Rajdeep. Right. This is something that we've been saying. This is a referendum election for or against Kejriwal. When we are speaking about waves, then if there is an anti-incumbency wave against Arvind Kejriwal. But